Hey everyone! The Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife just concluded their 2025 Big Game Seed Drawing. These seed numbers combine with the application numbers to decide who actually gets drawn in the random portion of the Oregon Big Game Draw. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple methods for how you can use these seed numbers along with your application numbers to see if you're likely to have drawn a tag. You'll find out for certain one way or another in about 2 weeks, but I know my friends and I get really excited about trying to figure out whether or not we drew a tag. So stay tuned and I'll show you 2 methods you can use. You'll need a couple things for these methods. The first are the seed numbers that you see on the screen. The second, you'll need your application numbers from your ODFW account. You can find these by going to myodfw.com, logging in and clicking on the Controlled Hunt tabs. You then should see all of the hunts that you've applied to this year. You need to note the application number for each species. I'm going to give you a really quick example of how the draw works. If you look at this image, we have 3 applicants. They've been assigned application numbers 2, 4, and 8. The application numbers set your place in line. The seed numbers then decide where the line starts. If the seed draw comes around and the seed number is 6, that means that person with application number 8 is first to get a tag, then the person with application number 2, and then the person with application number 4. This is similar to how the Oregon draw works, except instead of just 10 numbers, the Oregon system goes up to 10 million. Here's the first method that you can use to figure out if you might have drawn. For this one, you'll need to download the controlled hunt reports from the previous years. To do this, log into your MyODFW account, scroll down to Outcome Reporting, and click on the Download Controlled Hunt Reports button. Change the season to 2024, change the report type to Draw Results, click Search, and you'll be able to download any of the previous year's controlled hunt reports. This is the controlled hunt report from 2024 for elk. I've cleaned this up a little just to make it easier for you to see on the screen. I filtered this to just one hunt unit, first choices only, and residents only. This is a super in-demand hunt unit, and no non-residents are going to be able to draw a random tag. How Oregon works is that 75% of the tags are given out in a preference point system. So you can see these top point holders were all selected for tags. The remaining 25% of tags are given out to tag holders in the random draw. And so to see these, I've done one other thing. I've taken the seed number and put the difference between the seed number and the application number in this column. So if we scroll down, we'll be able to see where people start drawing tags in the random draw. This person here was the first person to draw a tag in the random draw. Their application number was about 1,700 above the seed number. This person down here was the last person to draw a tag for this unit in the random draw. Their seed number was about 13,500 above the seed number. The first person to not draw a tag had an application number that was about 17,000 above the seed number. So when you're looking at this, you're looking to be somewhere in this range or better. If your application number is maybe 17, 18, 19, 20,000 above the seed number, you at least have a fighting chance of drawing this tag. The specific numbers that actually lead to drawing will change every year, just based on some randomness, based on the number of people who apply, and based on the number of tags that can change from year to year. If you're up here in the, say, 3,000 to 5,000 for this unit, you're in pretty good shape at drawing a tag. If you're down in, say, 22, 25, it's not looking great, but there's always a chance. If you're way down here in, say, the 70,000 above the seed number, it's not looking good for you. Again, this will change based on the unit, based on the number of applicants, and so it's important to go through and look exactly at the units that you applied for. For the other method, you don't need to download the controlled hunt reports. You just need to do a little bit of math. The second method just uses a bit of math. In order to see how close your application number needs to be to the seed number, take 10 million, divide it by the number of first choice applicants, which you can find in the regulation booklet, and multiply it by the number of tags available in the random draw. You can figure this out by looking at the regulation booklet and multiplying the number of tags by 25%. If we look at the example for the unit we just checked out in the other method, we have 10 million divided by 7,708 applications multiplied by 14 tags in the random draw to get a number of about 18,000. This is telling us that we need to be in the range of about 18,000 above the seed number in order to have a chance to draw the tag. This is a little higher, but in the same realm as what we found in the last method. None of these are foolproof. There's a lot of variation that can happen based on the number of applicants and just randomness from year to year, but this should give you a decent idea of whether you're in the running. I hope these two methods help you. You should be able to have a good idea if you're going to draw a tag or not this year. We'll know soon enough. Usually tag results come out in about 2 weeks after the seed drawing. But for now, good luck and thanks for watching.